Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. So I'm Scott Selections here for Friday, September 1st. For again today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had a loss with a two-pick parlay, had Wawrinka money line, parlayed with the Sun halftime full-time in the WNBA, and that paid out at minus 143 on Bet365. Wawrinka got it done, 1-4 sets against Echeverry. The Sun won the game. The problem was they no-showed the first half, and they ended up trailing at halftime. Pretty embarrassing that they ended up trailing to a 1-16 team on the road in the first half. But either way, I picked up a loss there. Look for a winner here on Friday. However, I did mention in the last video that I would end the Bankroll Builder series temporarily when we lost one, and we did. So overall, went 3-1 on those, still profitable. But we're going to go back to straight bets until I decide to go back to the Bankroll Builder. Was pretty fun. Kind of made it up as I went along for the actual series itself. But we made some money, and we'll go back to it at some point because I found it entertaining. But either way, to go into the actual play for the Friday card, going to go to tennis once again, because even though we did lose the parlay yesterday, we were undefeated in tennis with those parlays. So we're going to go back to a straight bet here. And it's going to be in a matchup between two relative unknowns if you're a casual fan. Going to be in a matchup between Gojo and Vesely. And that match is taking place at around 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this one, going to take Gojo minus 1.5 sets at minus 145 on Bet Online. Time recording of 1 a.m. Eastern Time. Covering why we're going to take Gojo in the spot. First reason, Vesely's been around for a while, but he's been injured a lot, and he also has not played many ATP matches so far this season. Mostly been a challenger level player, but Vesely's only played 5 ATP matches this year, and that's including the first 2 rounds of the US Open. Now, of course, it is impressive he made it up to this point. Nobody really expected him to. I think he was actually an underdog in both rounds, but he got through by the thinnest of margins possible. He won in 5 sets in both rounds. He beat Cerundolo in a pretty big upset in the second round in a 5th-set tiebreaker, and he actually was down a break at 5-6, broke back and won the match. But the match took 4 hours and 6 minutes, and he also won 5 sets in the first round against a relative unknown. But after winning the match against Cerundolo, he was exhausted, and he collapsed to the floor in celebration. You could tell he could really not move that well. He seemed really, really spent physically. Now, there is a day off in between that match and this one, but the point is Vesely's been playing pretty infrequently over the course of the year, and I do question his stamina following back-to-back 5-setters, and now he's against a very good server who is younger than him, who's also been playing some good tennis. Gojo had to go through qualifying, but he's been rolling through the first 2 rounds and the last couple of matches in qualifying. He's won each of his last 11 sets here, so he's been really comfortable. And he ended up beating McDonald's, a solid American who's had a good year, in straight sets in the second round. That match only took 2 hours and 16 minutes. Now, both players are pretty similar. You're looking at both guys being pretty tall, 6'5" or 6'6", good servers, and I do think this matchup initially would look close on paper. But I do wonder why Gojo's a minus 300 favorite here. And I think a big reason for that is, once again, the actual time differential on court. When you spend roughly 2 hours less than your opponent in the previous round, and you're 5 years younger, I just have too many questions about Vesely's overall stamina here, and I do wonder if he's going to potentially fall apart. He also got broken a decent amount in the first 2 rounds, and I do think Gojo is the slightly better server. Should be fun, though, and I do think, once again, this matchup might involve a couple of tiebreakers. But if you want to give me the younger guy that's more rested against an older guy that's kind of an infrequent player who has injury issues in the past, and once again has been playing a bunch of tennis based on the marathons he's been in, I think Gojo's got some value here. I'll take him to win in 3 or 4 sets. So once again, the play of the day is going to be on Gojo, minus 1.5 sets at minus 145 on Bet Online in the US Open. Bye, everyone.